this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am really excited today to be able to bring you a first look from Diamond Art Club. They haven't been getting their kits in stock early enough to send them out for sneak peeks recently, but they very generously offered me this one as a first look, and I was very excited to accept because I love this artwork. So this is Everyday Which is Familiar, The Cat by Elisabeth Alba. There's been a couple of releases from this artist recently because there was one that was The Bear as well, which I know is very popular, but this one is very, very me because I love cats. The name of the channel is more a reference to my own name, but it works just as well, but I do really love cats. And I just think this is a really cool piece of artwork. So, one thing you may have noticed is that this kit comes with Diamond Art Club's brand new packaging, which will mean a brand new toolkit as well. So if you haven't seen this before, this is an idea of the changes that they have brought in recently. I say an idea because the box looks slightly different to how it will going forwards. The current phase, like the recent releases from recent weeks, have quite a hefty box. So I'm not sure if I have any others to hand to show you. I don't think I do. But yeah, the older style boxes for the older packaging are quite a bit narrower. And this one is, it's got a lot wider. So you might be looking at this thinking, oh, how's that going to fit in my storage? Diamond Art Club has already thought about this and they have already made some adjustments. So what you're going to see in here isn't exactly what it will look like going forwards. Because there are some sort of trays and inserts that they're going to be removing, and the result will be that the box will go back to being the same size as it used to be. But just for now, recent releases in the past few weeks, and I'm assuming maybe the next few weeks as well, they are a bit bigger. But I really like the layout of the inside, so I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, this is a 65 by 95 centimetre painting and it has square drills. And the other big thing that you'll notice is that the artwork is now wrapped around the box, which I really like. There's also a whole picture of it here. On the back, you've got your how it works, kit contents, all that good stuff. A bit more of the artwork wrapped around this side. And I think, yeah, on the bottom, I can just about show you. There's another little image. So there's a few options for how you might store this in your cupboard so that you can still see what the artwork is. Right. Let me try and get the contents out. So there's been a lot of excitement about Diamond Art Club's upgrades, like there always is, because they are a company that is constantly innovating and bringing out new things. Let's take a look. Okay, so when you open the box, well, first of all, I've already forgotten this from the other one that I opened. There is a little sticky tag to close up the box. So let me just use my scissors to score that so I can get in. There we are. And then inside you will find, at the moment, this sort of tray insert. So I'm going to pull that out. Oof, it's heavy. And then put the outer box to one side. Harry's making rustling noises on the floor if you can hear him. So, oh, come on. Here's Harry come to say hello. I thought maybe if I remove him from the rubbish on the floor he was playing with, that was the best move. But he's probably about to go back to biting my lighting cable, so he may need to be removed from the room soon. So this is what it currently looks like. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this little pouch here. So this replaces the old thank you for your purchase leaflet and sticker sheet that you used to find rolled up within your kit. So it's a neat little parcel. And on the back, first thing you'll notice is a QR code for joining the VIP Facebook group. And then when I open that up, you've got save 20% off your first app purchase. Very important thing to note with Diamond Art Club is that you can always use a discount code from your order. to save money on your order. If you've never purchased from them before, I do have a couple of first-time user discount codes in the description box. They are affiliate links, so please don't feel obligated to use them. But they would give you either $10 or the equivalent in your local currency off. That one's CAT10, or 20% off your order, which is CAT20. Please don't feel obligated, as I say, to use those. There are other codes available, but use something. And then even when you're not a first-time user, there are always discount codes available. You've got tips and tricks. You've got kit contents, and under here you've got step-by-step instructions. So it's, I think, all the same information that there used to be. It's just been made more compact. And then inside we have this. So this replaces the old sort of logbook sticker that we used to get. It is a little bit smaller, but it still gives you all the same information. And it's nice and neat and tidy. All of these bits on here are also stickers. So if you're thinking about how you're going to adjust your logbooks, you've got things like a name label here. You've got the branding, all of that good stuff. And then this opens out to be your sticky labels for your storage containers. So you can see this is all primed to go up to 100. So you can even use some of these as spares for other projects, or if you have a colour that's got more drills than you can fit into one pot, maybe you might want to use those. You've got all those options. But for this kit, there are 53 colours, which actually isn't too many these days, because Diamond Art Club, like a lot of other companies, are stretching out those colours more and more and more. So it's becoming really common to have, you know, 70s, 80s, those kind of numbers. So 53 is going to feel nice and moderate for a change. I have got 3 ABs, Aurora Borealis drills, which have an extra special coating on them. And I have got 3 fairy dust drills, which have a glitter coating. But they're actually a little more subtle than the ABs. They're like an in-between zone. So I will go through all of the drills and show you those in a little bit. And you can see, as you would expect from the artwork here, that it's quite a dark colour palette, just with some little pops of colour where you're going to see those things just popping out from the background. And I think this is the kind of artwork where Diamond Art Club's hand rendering style really, really, really comes into its own. Because I've seen the rendering picture of this and it just looks so crystal clear, and I think it really suits that style where you're going to get things nicely outlined and that kind of thing, and it's not all going to blur. So let me put that to one side. And the next thing to show you, which some people may have been waiting to look at, although there's been a few videos showing them now, is the New Style Toolkit. So it comes in this sort of tray insert. So you can see these things are taking up extra space, which is what they're going to be removing. So I'll put that to one side for now as well. So the new toolkit comes in this plastic bag, and it tells you that it has a twist and pick applicator with putty and multi-placers, and a stackable tray with lid and stopper, and resealable baggies. So there were some items that were in the old toolkit that are no longer in it. There are new items that we didn't used to get. It's quite a big change. For the people who are wanting to still collect the items that used to be in the toolkit, so that's things like washi tape, cover minders, tweezers, those kind of things, Diamond Art Club is going to be selling at least washi tape and tweezers. I don't know about cover minders, but I know they are going to be having those available. And they've said that the washi tape that they'll be selling separately will be able to be a better quality than what they included in the kits. And the tweezers are going to come in 3 packs with different like ends, you know, like those elbow tweezers and that kind of thing. So that all looks great. Cover minders, I'm not sure whether they're planning to sell them or not, but they are something that you can get easily in lots and lots of places, or you can even make your own easily. So I'll just cover that off for anyone who might be thinking about the things that they used to have, they're no longer going to have. And instead, let's focus on the exciting new changes in here. So, baggies are baggies. Not a lot to say about those, other than they're always useful to have. The first big change is that this is the pen that you are now going to be receiving in your Diamond Art Club kits. So in terms of the shape and the feel, it is a bit thicker than the old style plastic pens. It's quite similar to the what's the word I'm looking for? the premium pens that Diamond Art Club also sells, the kind of coloured pens that were already available on the website as an upgrade. So it feels like that. And what this is a twist and pick applicator. So on one end you have your multi-placer as usual, or a space for a multi-placer at least, so you could put a different single placer there if you preferred, or a straightener. You get a 4-placer and a 7-placer still in every kit. And on the other end, if you pull quite firmly, ooh, it's a bit stiff, the lid at first, you will get to the twist and pick applicator. So basically this is what you're now going to use for your single placing in their kits. So you need to twist this again quite firmly, and you will see that some putty starts to come out the end. You're then going to want to pinch off the excess, so you've just got a little bit sitting there at the top, and you're good to go. It is loaded with Diamond Art Club's putty, and yeah, you're ready to start picking up diamonds with that. You do need to twist quite firmly. You might feel like nothing's happening at first. That is by design, so that you're not diamond painting and accidentally twisting up more putty that you don't need. And it is refillable. I haven't tried taking one of these apart yet, but you can pull all these bits apart. You'll find there's like a chamber in here that you can fill with more Diamond Art Club putty, or a putty of your choice, or wax, because they have said in response to feedback that they will be starting to include the heart-shaped pink wax that people enjoyed again. They have said it doesn't necessarily work as well in here, the wax, as the putty does, just because of it being a different consistency, but if you want to give that a go, you can. And then there's a plastic bit that you use to kind of push the putty up into here, and then you should be able to use it. But there will be one of these in each kit, so you may also feel like you don't need to do that kind of faff of refilling, but it's great to have the option. Okay. You also get a little pack of putty. This is plain and unscented, just in case you were wondering, because of course some people have scent sensitivities and that kind of thing. So I imagine that's why they're not including anything scented in the toolkits. And then you have the next big exciting upgrade, which is this tray. So they have brought out this really sturdy feeling, much bigger tray. And I've never seen a tray quite like this in a shop's kind of basic toolkit, you know, the standard toolkit that you get with every kit. So just to show you first of all, I have one of their old trays to hand, and I'm just going to show you how much bigger this new one is. That's really quite a game changer. These are stackable, so when you build up a collection, you could use them in a tray tower or whatever you prefer to do. You get a slide-on lid and a stopper, and I thought it would be helpful just to show you how it lines up the drills. So, obviously I've spilled some. I always do. There you go. You can see that that's lined up the drills nicely. It's like a smooth, shiny, sort of plasticky surface, as compared to 3D filament that a lot of people are familiar with. So it does mean that the drills tend to move around quite nicely and easily in there. So there you go. That is your new toolkit. Let me put all these bits away. And then we can crack on with looking at the painting. Okay, from this point on, everything should be pretty much how you're used to if you are a long-time purchaser from Diamond Art Club. So I'm just going to move this tray to the side. So you've still got your branded dust cover. Let me find my way in so we can take a look at the canvas and the drills. Obligatory canvas stroke. Diamond Art Club's trademark tarpaulin canvas, which is really super soft on the background, and it's a really good weight, which makes it malleable. You can really easily manipulate this if you work on an easel or such like, but it's also sturdy. Okay, what should I do first? Let's take a quick peek at the canvas and then I'll go over the drills. Although, look at those. Very cool dark colour palette with just pops of colour. But definitely one for people who don't mind working with darker colours. Okay, let me roll this back on itself. I was just checking the perforated cover because you're probably aware by now, unless you're new to Diamond Art Club, that a little while ago they started doing perforated covers. And by that I mean that the cover is divided into sections with perforated lines so that you can rip them and easily section up your painting. Now, one other upgrade that is still to come is that there will be, those perforations will be marked on the cover so that it's easier to see where they are, and then it's easier to rip them cleanly. And that's just based on some feedback that some people were finding they couldn't rip them as cleanly as they wanted to. Another thing that I forgot to mention, which goes back to the toolkit, is that Diamond Art Club have teased us there is going to be one more item in those toolkits. And it's something they've said that's a bit collectible to kind of replace the cover minder, although not serving the same purpose as a cover minder, but just to give you that extra exciting little something in the toolkit. So it will be exciting to find out what that is. So here is the everyday witch is familiar, the cat. You can see the bottom half there, which is looking really quite nice and blocky, and those lovely clear outlines. Like I said, it's just, it's a piece that's, I think, made for Diamond Art Club's rendering style, that really lends itself to those clear outlines, because you get that a bit in the original artwork as well. And then let me show you the top. Here is the rest of it. Oh, this cat is so adorable. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. It might like turn me into a frog or something. But yeah, it's a really, really cool piece of artwork. So many little different pieces in it. You know, you've got the candles, you've got the bottle, the glass, the pumpkin, more candles, a feather. You know, there's so many different projects within a project. And I know I'm not alone in really enjoying that and being able to kind of step back after doing a section and think, oh, I have finished a little picture within the picture, even if I've got lots more of the artwork to go. Because it is a big one. This will be a slightly longer term project for me and for many others, but I think thanks to Diamond Art Club's rendering style, smoothing out a lot of confetti that you might have had in other rendering styles, it's quite clean. When I look at it, that's the word that springs to mind. Lots of sections of just one colour. So yeah, small areas of colour blocking, some bigger areas of colour blocking, some bits of confetti, of course. And just in case you don't know what I mean by those terms, colour blocking would be a section where you get to just put a colour in your pen, like this down here. Actually, that's quite a blend. Like this section here that all has the same symbol, and you just whiz through that. Whereas confetti is the opposite of that. It's where you're going to have to change the colour in your tray a lot of times in a short space of time. So yeah, right, let me put this to one side and have a look at the drills with you. So Diamond Art Club drills always come with a little label on the bag, just so that if you want to store your tip and drills and everything separately, you can do so. And let's take a look at what we have got in here. Okay. First strip of drills looks to be where all the dark drills are hiding, the ones where there's a lot of them in each colour. So I've got 898, 3823, 6033, 2 bags of 938, 1 bag of 839, and let's see, 5 bags of 3371, which is like a very dark brown, almost hard to tell apart from black. And then 3 bags of 500, which I think is like a very dark avocado green. And then how many bags of 310? 6 bags of 310 black drills. So, you know, no surprises there really. And then on the next strip, which seems to be the next sort of size down in terms of bag size, because Diamond Art Club arranges their drills by the size of the bag, not the DMC order. I can see a little bit of static in these drills. That does happen. In fact, that bag's not the best. There are a few things you can do. First and foremost, I would recommend, if you're seeing this when you first look at your drills, take a pin, poke a hole in each bag and stick them in your freezer for a bit. I personally find that really helpful because it lets condensation in there, and moisture combats static. So you're looking to introduce moisture when you want to deal with static in drills. I do have a few other tips on a video which I will try and link at this point, but there's lots of tips out there. Just, you know, don't struggle in silence. Reach out to the community and you will get help for dealing with static drills if you should encounter that. It does happen occasionally. It's particularly prone to happening with high quality resin drills like Diamond Art Club offers. So it's part and parcel with working with that quality on occasion, unfortunately. Aha, Z762. So this is my first fairy dust drill, and let's see, can you see that glint of glitter on there? Isn't it beautiful? I love fairy dust drills. Then I've got 3860, 610, 742, and another fairy dust drill, Z165. So again, you can just see the extra special glittery coating. Then I've got 829. How many bags? 3 bags of 934. Not even sure what colour that is. I think it's another like super dark green. 2 colours, 2 bags of 561. 135, which is the first AB. So, just in case you're not familiar with AB drills, this is what they look like. They have this coating on the top. It may or may not match the colours of the base. This one kind of does. But they provide accents in a painting. They kind of draw your eye and draw the light to certain areas. I've got 3 bags of 501. And then 3 bags of 898. You can see now why there aren't that many different colours in this painting, because a lot of the colours that there are feature quite heavily. Okay, next strip I have got 801, 141, white AB, used very commonly and always very pretty, 3740, 3864, 318, Z743, which is the final fairy dust drill. So they're all quite pale, which makes it easier to show you. 355, 370, 415, 779. Oh, 2 bags of that one. 739, 3790, 132, which is this orange AB, and 6034. The ones that are 6,000 and something are actually in-house Diamond Art Club only colours, where they identified some gaps in the DMC range that they needed to fill, so they just started producing their own colours. And then I have got, I think this is the smallest bag, so I've got 3364, 780, 830, 3041, 3042, 3799, 720, 744, 3830, 317, 400, 413, 469, 3743, 221, 300, 3345, almost there, 740, 502 and 6021, another in-house one. So that is the colour palette you'll be working with if you buy or have bought this painting. I'll check in fact whether it's still in stock and put that on screen now. But if it isn't, then you can sign up for notifications to get notified when it comes back. Okay, time to take a closer look at the canvas. I'm now going to pan over this so that you can see it all really up close and personal. And then I will come back to try and identify where some of those special drills go for you. Okay, I just love all the details in this painting. I love the cleanness of these drawers as well. Something about that really appeals to me. But things like these books and I love it. It's really going to be fun. And I love the way they've rendered this smoke coming out of the cauldron as well and reaching around behind the cat. It's just really fun, isn't it? Okay. So ABs, I have got an orange, green and white, and it's 1, 2 and a dot on the symbols. So orange, I'm looking for orange on the canvas, and sure enough there is some of it in this line, there is some in this book, in this pumpkin, in this feather, a little bit over here in the candlestick, and obviously some more up in this pumpkin. So it's scattered all around the place. 2 is the green AB. Now that one, it's in all these candle flames up here. So they're like a greeny candle, which is quite witchy, isn't it? And around this mirror, and then a bit through that broom as well. Any more further down? Yeah, there's a bit more in this. I think this is the top. It's like light spilling out from the drawers, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is. So there's a little bit in there. And then just a few little scraps of it around. And then the white dot represents the white AB. And that gives you just little accents here. And then it's dotted all through the smoke, which is going to be cool. And it's also the centre of all of those flames. And then at the other end, I have got a green fairy dust, a yellow fairy dust, and that sort of whitish grey fairy dust. So those 3 dots for the green one, first of all, I've seen that all over the place. Yeah, that's in the candles as well. So all of the flames are just a combination of fairy dust and ABs. It's also in a lot of the same places as that green AB, just looking around, just providing further accents. And it pretty much completely outlines the cat so that the cat kind of glows because he's got all those candles behind him, or her even, who knows. So it makes sense. And yeah, just some little bits speckled around as well. And then these 2 wavy lines are for the yellowy one. And I see some of that through here. So this whatever is in this drawer is really, really glowing. And then little bits elsewhere as well. So in the feather, a little bit over here. What is that? Oh, it's like a page of the spell book. A little bit here in the candlestick. And quite a lot in the pumpkin up there. And then this one, which I don't know how to describe that symbol, you tell me. But this whitish grey one, I'm going to guess, yeah, this is all through the smoke, which is perfect, I think, to have glitzy bits in the smoke to give that really like otherworldly quality to it. Also some little bits that I see like in this, what's the word I'm looking for, bottle. Any more? Probably the odd one here or there in the handles, and that's about it. So yeah, a fair amount of special drill action in this painting. So what do you think? I think this is such a cool, dramatic painting, and I just think the rendering is perfect. Like I've said, it needed to be big because of all the details. So 65 by 95 centimeters is a big painting. But yeah, it needs to be, particularly for things like the cat, which is like the focal point of the painting. You need his face to be right and not be pixelated. And I think they have achieved that amply here. And yeah, just everything really pops, I think. It's going to look fabulous finished. I can't wait. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this first look with me. Do let me know in the comments if you grabbed this painting on release day or even since, or if it's your cup of tea. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed what I've done here, please consider doing that too. I do occasionally have the opportunity to bring you sneak peeks or first looks from Diamond Art Club, but I also put up a lot of my own content, whether that's unboxings, whipping chats, kitten chats, post reviews, small shop showcases, all the usual good things. So do follow along if that sounds like something you would like to see more of. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.